In this video, we're going to work with a 3x3 system, and we're going to solve these systems using Cramer's rule. This is a much faster way than having to do an algebraic method, so it's very useful for systems bigger than 2x2. In order to use Cramer's rule, we need to know how to find the determinant of a 3x3 matrix, and we've only seen how to do a 2x2, which have very special properties and very special rules. So to find the determinant of a 3x3 matrix, we actually have this formula here, but that's a very difficult thing to remember. So we have this neat little trick that if we connect all the diagonals here, and these two here have come from just rewriting the first two lines over again. And then we get all these diagonals going down that we add, all the ones going from right to left we subtract, and that gives us our determinant. So you're going to see I'm going to work one of these out by hand, and then I'm going to show you how to do the rest on the graphing calculator, because if you do have that tool, it is so much faster to do. So we need to find this determinant. So doing this by hand, the first thing we need to do is write those first two rows over again. So 1, -2, 2, 5, 3, and -1. And then we connect our diagonals. So we have this one that we're going to add. So we're going to start by just writing these out. So 1 times 3 times 5. And the next one, which we're going to add. So this is plus 5 times -1 times 2. And the next one that we're going to add, which is 4 times -2 times -1. And we're going to start subtracting some. So this is the first subtraction. So -2 times 3 times 4. Next one is subtracted again. And this is -1 times -1 times 1. And the last one is subtracted again. And that's -5 times -2 times 5. So there's the determinant. Now we just have to multiply everything out. So that's 15 minus 10 plus 8 minus 24. Minus minus and minus means -1 plus 50. So 15 minus 10 plus 8 minus 24 minus 1 plus 50 is 38. So the determinant of the matrix is 38. So a tedious, time-filled calculation, but you're just multiplying, adding, subtracting, and I guess we should have shown these pluses and minuses here. We should always put plus of those, minus of those. And it's always the same, just takes a little bit of practice. Now what we're going to do is we're going to see, we have 3 more examples here where we're going to find the determinant. But we don't want to take the time to do these all by hand, so we're going to try to do it with the graphing calculator. So we've got our calculator here, and what we want to do is we want to put in the matrix. So to do that, we're going to do second function matrix, and we're going to move over to edit across the top and hit enter. We have a 3x3, so we're going to tell the calculator 3, enter, 3, enter. We'll change this so you see the screen here. Now we got to put in the numbers. So 3 is the first, then -2, 8, -5, 5, 0. Always hit enter after you enter the number to make sure that it records inside the matrix, especially important for this last one. So there we go, we've got our matrix put in. Now we need to do second function quit, which is mode here. Then we're going to do second function matrix again, so that's over x to the -1. Now we want to do some math, so first we edit it, now we're going to do some math. So we want to find the DET, that means determinant. So there's the determinant. Go matrix one more time, and we want to use the first one here, because that's the one that we just put in, this 3x3. So enter. Close our bracket, hit enter, and we find out the determinant is -550, and that's the entire question. So the determinant then for this first one is equal to -550. If you did it by hand and you got -550, great. If you didn't, go back and figure out why. If you have the calculator, practice doing this, because when this is one part of a bigger question, the calculator will save you a lot of time. So let's show you one more. So for B then, we're going to start by going into Matrix, over to Edit. I'm just going to edit over the same one. So it's a 3 by 3, enter, enter. 5, 4, -1, -2, -6, 8, 7, 1, 1. And we quit. And we go second function, matrix. We edited it. Now we want to do something with it. So that's the math. And we got to tell it which one. So that's back to name. And it's A again. And the answer this time is 122. And so that's that. And for C, you should do the same thing. Get it on your calculator or do it by hand and get the answer. And just so you have it, the answer is 4. So there's the answer for C. In the next lesson, we'll take that information of finding the determinants for a 3 by 3 and use that to solve a system of 3 by 3 linear equations using determinants. And that's a real time-saving technique because the algebraic way to do it is much longer. So hopefully that makes some sense to you. You've done those 4 practice examples, and we'll see you in the next lesson.